Hello guys, hope you're doing well. This is a video tutorial on single story rear extension. So let's start off with permitted development. Permitted development is basically you can perform certain types of work without needing to apply for planning permission directly. These are called permitted development rights, as I've previously explained in the loft conversion video as well. So you can apply for a certificate of lawfulness to ensure that your property has permitted development rights and to ensure that future buyers that the extension was done lawfully. So I'm going to show you a project that we've done recently for a 3-meter rear extension. So as you can see on my left, the existing ground floor, and on my right is the proposed ground floor plan of 3-meter only. The single story rear extension must not extend beyond the rear wall of the original house by more than 3 meters if it's an attached house, or by 4 meters if it is a detached house. As you can see, the wall is shared by a boundary, which therefore is attached house, and maximum you can extend is 3 meters. The same principle goes for semi-detached house as well. On the second page, you can see the existing elevation of the house, front and the rear view of the house, existing on top row and proposed on the bottom row. On the drawings, you will need to point out that the proposed extension will match the existing material which is required for permitted development rights. Maximum height of a single story rear extension of 4 meters. On the next page, you can see the side elevation, which points out the extension will extend beyond 3 meters. At times it can also be misleading, as I would show you an example of why the application for a certificate of lawfulness was rejected. On my left you can see the original ground floor plan, and on right the extension was made 10 years ago. So they recently moved into the house and thought they can extend an extra meter, but they could not because of the new extension, because of the fact that the new extension passed the original rear wall. So because of that, the extension is considered rear and side extension. So the left floor plan is the proposal they wanted, but it was refused because of the new extension. From these drawings, if there was no previous extension, then 3-meter extension is allowed and should be acceptable under permitted development rights. However, if you wanted to apply for an extension that also had pre-existing side extension, then you will need to submit the drawings under household application. So you'll have to go through planning, and it usually costs you around £172 for the household application, but the fees is going to go higher in 2018 as we now speak. Household application means that you're not following the permitted development rights, and so you will need to fill in the application form in order to get the judgment from the council, and they'll decide whether it's acceptable or not. So another example of a permitted development you can do is porch extension or a garage conversion, and the guidelines can be found on planning portals. So for the porch extension, the maximum height achieved can be 3 meters, and the maximum area of the porch at the front can be 3 meters square. The end of the porch wall to the boundary of your front yard needs to be 2 meters away. The garage conversion is pretty straightforward, just removing the garage door and inserting windows. And again, that also has permitted development, and you can apply for certificate of lawfulness. However, in some cases where the garage is not considered the part of the original dwelling, then you might have to go through planning as well. Secondly, let's come on to the 3-meter plus extension. So if you want to go beyond 3 meters, so you'll have to expand on the limit of the permitted development. The second half of the tutorial is on a single story rear extension that is more than 3 meters, in which you will have to fill in a prior approval application. Now, what a prior approval basically is that these increased limits between 3 and 6 meter and between 4 and 8 meters respectively for a detached house are subject to the prior notification of the proposal to the planning authority and the implementation of a neighbor consultation scheme. If objections are received, the proposal might not be allowed. So you can extend a maximum 6 meter from the rear wall for attached and semi-detached houses and 8 meter for detached houses. Prior approval is permitted development like the 3 meter extension only if both of your neighbors agree. If not, then again you might need to submit the household application. Now, coming back to CAD House, how CAD House works is basically CAD House allows you to take measurements and convert them into architectural drawings that can be followed by the council. You can basically use the same examples, the same templates that we have, and you simply take the measurements of your house internally and include the head height, as I've explained before as well. This can be easily done by a laser measuring tape, and if you can see the pictures below shows examples of some rough sketches. And you can go to the website, talk through the professionals on our website, and explain what you need to do. All you need to do is go to the website cadhouse.com, register, and look for an architect. Click on architectural drawings and select the best profile that you like. Click on contact me, start a conversation, and send your custom order to them, and they'll give you a custom order back. You send them the measurements with the pictures as well. So yeah. At CAD House, we also specialize in 3D model and interior design. You can do a complete walkthrough of your proposed development. So using the PDF file, the drawing can then be outsourced again to give you ideas of how you would implement the ideas into reality. So if you need any advice, please email us at support@cadhouse.com. We'll get back to you in less than 24 hours. Thanks for watching this video tutorial. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.